A law protecting people working or stopped along the roadside is also being expanded.
Kate Piper joins us now live at the state capitol with more. Good morning, Kate.
Hey, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Yes, the slow down, move over law is newly expanded to protect more people on our roads that are assisting people on the roadside or dealing with and responding to emergencies. And here to tell us a little bit more about those changes, I've got Ann-Jane Venegas, who is the spokesperson for AAA Hawaii. Good morning and mahalo for being here with us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Okay, so June, slow down, move over law saw some expansions. Yes. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yes, so before it would only protect emergency responders, tow truck operators, anybody that's working on the road. Now it protects every driver, any driver that is stuck on the side of the road that has their emergency indicators. And this is so important because we want to make sure that everybody's protected, right? We want to make sure that not just the first responders are protected by this law, but everybody that shares the roadways.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, people here, our roads can be dangerous. So this is just really important, a great reminder. So tell us a little bit about, we're here at the Capitol. There's a conference later this morning about this law. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so we are going to have this press conference later today to basically talk about the importance of this expansion. We're going to be joined by the governor, and we're so honored that he's going to be here with us, that he's going to help us raise awareness. We know that even though most people know that there is a law, a slow down, move over law, they don't really know what they're supposed to do when they see a vehicle on the side of the road. And we know that a lot of people do die because drivers are not slowing down and moving over. In fact, 350 people pass away every year across the country. These are drivers, emergency responders that were on the side of the road and another vehicle didn't slow down, didn't move over, and they passed away. So these are tragedies that could be prevented, right? And they're simple actions, right? And we know that there are always other factors that play an important role, like distraction, like speed, they're driving under the influence. So again, we're just here to remind everybody that this law is now in effect since June 5th, and we are raising awareness, just making sure that every driver knows what they're supposed to do when they see a stranded driver on the side of the road.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this law in particular throughout the morning, all the details, so you guys know the latest on the slow down, move over law. Mahalo for joining us here this morning, and we'll talk to you in a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Hey, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Yes, the slow down, move over law recently saw expansions this summer, making sure to protect those that have to pull over on the sides of our roads, from first responders to tow truck drivers to anyone that needs to deal with an emergency. And there's one local group that's really advocating for this law, Flagman Inc., and I've got their founder here with us this morning, Cindy Ayadice. Good morning, and mahalo for being here.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So tell us what you guys are all about at Flagman Inc.
So Flagman Inc., we created Flagman Inc. after my brother, Corey Ayadice, was struck and killed helping a disabled motorist on the side of the road. He was working as a tow operator. And we created an organization that can go out and educate the public on slow down, move over laws. So we created a K-12 education outreach program that goes into schools and works with kids. The first responders come in, we teach them who works on the side of the road, what they do on the side of the road, and what to do anytime they see anything happening on the side of the road.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss, but such a powerful message behind Flagman Inc. And when you do this advocacy group at these schools, this outreach, what exactly do you teach them? For even some adults watching at home, they're about to hit the roads this morning. What advice do you give them when you do see someone pulled over on the road? What do you advise them to do?
We advise drivers anytime they see anything happening on the side of the road to slow down, and if it's safe to do so, move a lane away from the incident.
And with the expansion of this law, why is this so important, especially for slow down, move over?
Right, so Hawaii's expansion of the move over law now includes any stranded motorists on the side of the road with activated lights. And that's important because actually it's the motoring public that is struck and killed even more so than first responders.
I mean, something that, these roads, things happen every day and things that can be avoided as well. So it's important to be mindful when you head out on the roads, slow down and, like you said, move over. And as you guys continue to work on this law, today you're going to have a bunch of people here speaking at the Capitol on behalf. What can people, expect coming from this conference?
Yeah, just more awareness about how important it is for drivers to pay attention on Hawaii roadways, right? We had 3 struck by fatalities for the motoring public in the last year. The move over law expansion will include our stranded motorists. I think what people don't understand is how dangerous it is to find themselves stranded on the side of the road. We're trying to raise awareness for what to do if you're the stranded motorist and what to do if you see a stranded motorist.
Well, mahalo for being here this morning and for all the work that you guys do at Flagman Inc. And we'll continue to talk this morning about more advice as to what you can do as a driver, as a motorist that pulls over on the side of the road, or what you can do when you see folks pulled over on the side of the road. Mahalo, Cindy. Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Yes, the slow down, move over law saw some new expansions in June. Those being that it's protecting not only those emergency first responders that are pulled over on the side of our roads, but also those that are stopping to deal with their own emergencies or with roadside assistance. And here to tell us a little bit more about these new rules of the road, I've got Anjane Venegas, spokesperson for AAA Hawaii. Good morning and mahalo for being here with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay, I want to dive into this new expansion. So that slow down, move over law was protecting emergency vehicles at first, but now as of this summer, there's some new people protections rules of our road.
Now it protects all drivers that have an emergency on the side of the road that have their emergency indicators, which is great, right? Because now we know that everybody that is on the side of the road is protected with this slow down, move over law. And we're here today to let everybody know, right, that this expansion is now in effect since June, and also to let them know what they're supposed to do when they see an emergency vehicle or any stranded motorist on the side of the road. They're supposed to slow down, and only when it's safe to do so, move over. We want to make sure that they feel and that these people are safe, right? Because everybody goes through these situations. It could happen to you, it could happen to me. We can have a flat tire, and we want to make sure that everybody's protected, everybody that shares our roadways.
Yeah, it's such a great message to share, especially in the mornings on our show. I mean, the people back home that are watching, you know, they're getting ready to go on their commutes for work, and whether they're the ones that need to pull over or the ones that are needing to let an emergency vehicle pass, it's a great reminder for them, or just great information in general. And we're here at the state capitol this morning where there's going to be a conference about the new expansion. Tell us a little bit about what's going to be going on later this morning.
Yes, so we're going to be joining efforts with the governor, Honolulu Police Department, the fire department. We're all going to get together and let people know about this new expansion, and also let them know what they're supposed to do, right? We know that even though most people know that in their state there's a slow down, move over law, they don't really know what they're supposed to do. They don't really know that they're protected. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We just want to make sure that everybody understands this law and that everybody knows what they're supposed to do when they see a vehicle on the side of the road.
It's really great to see everyone coming together over this new law, or over the expansion of this law, to help protect and keep our roads a little bit safer. And I just want to give you a big mahalo for joining us here this morning and doing what you guys do at AAA Hawaii to help keep us safe on our roads and help spread these messages.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. The slow down, move over law has seen new expansions over the summer, protecting not only emergency vehicles that are stopped or working on our roadsides, but also from tow truck drivers and motorists to help save lives. And here to tell us a little bit more about some advocacy work they're doing to promote and help teach road safety, I've got Cindy Ayadice, founder of Flagman Inc. Good morning and mahalo for being here with us.
Good morning. It's really good to be here to raise awareness.
Absolutely. So tell us what you guys are all about at Flagman Inc.
So Flagman Inc. is a nonprofit organization based here in Honolulu. We advocate for the move over law by going into schools, excuse me, and teaching students from K to 12 what to do anytime they see anything happening on the side of the road.
Okay, and first of all, that's great work for you guys to do. Start teaching them young. You know, they go home, they tell their parents what they learned in school today. They can apply those same lessons out on the road. How do you guys get involved with these schools? I know you do this island-wide. You guys are also nationwide. Tell us a little bit about the work.
Right. So here in Hawaii, we have, by the end of this month, we'll have reached 14,000 students and faculties statewide. So we're in Maui County, we're on Big Island, we're in Oahu. We outreach to schools. We come in, no cost to schools. We're funded by the Hawaii Department of Transportation, and we do 30-minute school assemblies with all the first responders. So we go into the schools with fire, police, DOT, tow, and EMS and highway workers, and we let them work with the kids to demo like who works on the side of the road, how dangerous it is, and what they should do as active passengers in the car. Anytime they see anything happening on the side of the road, they should alert their driver. So we do the outreach, but we are at flagmansafety.com, and anybody can reach out to us and invite us into their school to do the assembly.
That's such a wonderful service that you guys provide free of charge. And I want to go back, you teach them how to be great active passengers. What specifically, if you don't mind, kind of giving a little taste of the lessons that you teach? I mean, there's parents watching back home probably that are about to load their keiki up in the car, take them to school. What's something that they can teach them this morning on their drive over?
Yeah, well, so what we're trying to teach the keiki is to be a second set of eyes in the car. Anytime they spot anything happening on the side of the road, they should alert their driver.
Yeah, that's really, really great advice. And any advice to the parents that are driving behind the wheel or any adults?
Yeah, well, we've expanded our move over law here in Hawaii to include stranded motorists, and that's super important because that means anybody who's on the side of the road deserves protection. So anytime we see anything, especially our parents driving our keiki to school, they should slow down and move over.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to know that more and more people are being protected on our roads, as they should be. And for you guys out there doing the great work, teaching, educating the public and our next generation of drivers. Mahalo for joining us, Cindy.
Mahalo.
Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Hey, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. As more people head out the door to get on the roads, whether they're getting to work, dropping their keiki off at school, there's something they should know about this new law, slow down, move over. It's now expanded, and now it's protecting more drivers, whether they got to pull over to work on their cars or there's someone that's working. And there's a lot of advocacy going on right now. We're here at the Capitol where they're going to talk about it a little bit later this morning. And here I've got AAA spokesperson Anjan Vanakis here to tell us a little bit more about this law expansion and what drivers need to know before they head out the door. Good morning and mahalo for being here with us.
Hi, good morning. Yes, so this expansion provides just a clear direction for all drivers. We want to make sure that they know what they're supposed to do, and it also just creates a safer environment for all drivers. Like you said, this law now protects all stranded drivers, any vehicle that's on the side of the road with their emergency indicators. Before, it was only tow truck operators, emergency responders. Now, if you're stuck on the side of the road and you have your emergency indicators, you're going to be protected by this law.
Yes, and that's just great to know. I mean, I mentioned earlier this morning, but a majority of our audiences are people that are getting ready to get out the door and get on our roads. It's getting busier by the moment this morning, and so it's just great for them to know and understand what rights they have and protections they have. Anyone might need to pull over. I also want to talk about these accidents that do occur when this does happen. What are some contributing factors?
So some of them, unfortunately, speed. We know that distraction is an important one, right? Also, when you're tired, don't get on the road, especially at night. Drowsy driving is as dangerous as driving under the influence, and also driving under the influence. These play an important role when we see these tragedies on our roads. In fact, 350 people pass away, are killed nationwide every year by a passing vehicle while the driver is on the road or near the roadside. And these are tragedies that we can prevent by doing these simple actions like slowing down, and only when it's safe to do so, move over, stay alert, put the phone away. This is so important because, again, distraction is one of the most important factors, and also speed. So we want to make sure that everybody is alert, that everybody knows that this law is now expanded, that it protects all drivers, and also that people understand what they're supposed to do. It's so simple. Slow down, and if you can, move over.
Such great reminders again this morning for people that are heading out the door this morning, tomorrow, this week, for the rest of our lives. We're always out driving. So this is just great reminders. And you're here with AAA Hawaii. Can you explain to us a little bit more about what you guys are doing for advocacy, education, roadside safety?
So, the part of the work that we do is we love to again, spread awareness, right, on traffic safety, and also just urge drivers to make sure that that they are paying attention, that they understand that when someone gets killed on the road, you're not just impacting that one person, you're impacting an entire family, a whole community. And again, we are always urging drivers to drive safe, to pay attention, to not speed. These are very, very simple actions that can save so many lives, and that's what we're going to be doing here, right? We're going to get together with law enforcement, with the governor, to urge drivers to do just that.
It's great to know that you guys are all coming together to help make our roads a little bit safer. I just want to give a big mahalo to you for joining us here this morning, and for all the work you guys are doing at AAA Hawaii.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Yes, in June, the slow down, move over law was expanded to protect everybody on our roads that was pulled over. It went from emergency vehicles and tow truck drivers to any sort of motorist that is stopped working or pulled over. And here to tell us a little bit more about the roadside safety and education they're doing to help promote this law, I've got Cindy Dice with Flagman Inc. Good morning and mahalo for being here with us.
Good morning, and thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's start with those that aren't familiar with Flagman Inc. What are you guys all about?
So Flagman Inc. is a nonprofit based in Honolulu, and we started our organization after my brother, who was a tow truck operator, was struck and killed assisting a disabled motorist on the side of the road. The driver that killed him was going 90 miles an hour under the influence, weaving in and out of traffic. At that time, we realized that, look, there's a move over law, and most people don't know what it is or what it means. So we created Flagman Inc., which is a national nonprofit focused on education. So we go into schools and we teach kids that they have a role in the car, they can be an active passenger, they can go home and talk to their parents about Flagman and the importance of anytime they see anything on the side of the road, they should slow down and move over.
Well, I just want to say I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm sure there's somebody, watching back home that can relate to your story and can appreciate the work that you guys do at Flagman Inc., especially with the education and outreach. You guys are focusing on that next generation of drivers, not just the people behind the wheel, but in the back seat, in the passenger seat, what they can do to help make our roads safer, better. So how does the school program work? When you guys go to the classroom, what are you teaching those keiki?
Right, so we do a 20 to 30 minute school assembly, and in our assembly is police, fire, EMS, tow, and DOT. So we bring in one person from each organization in uniform to work with the kids, so the kids identify who works on the side of the road and why it's important to keep them safe. We do 3 scenarios. We do a 2-car crash, we do a DOT situation where you might just see grass cutting on the side of the road and there's some cones that you should slow down and move over for, and we do a sometimes you're only going to see a tow truck on the side of the road, a perfect example of why you need to slow down and move over. And the kids actually get to drive the cars down the road and practice what slow down, move over looks like.
That's such a great, powerful visual for children to get involved, actually see it, feel it, experience it. And for whether it's a school that's watching that wants to get involved with Flagman Inc. or somebody who just wants to follow along with you guys and learn more about road safety and education, how is it best that they get in contact with you or follow along with you?
Right, well, so first off, we're on YouTube at Flagman Safety, so please subscribe and follow us on YouTube. If you want to reach out for an education outreach, you can either email us at info@flagmansafety, or you can reach out to us through flagmansafety.com website. So we are looking for schools, especially in Oahu, right? We're going to be on Big Island next week doing 4,000 kids. Then we go to Maui, we're going to do 3,000 kids the week after. Here in Oahu, where we're based, we're always open to come in and do a school assembly. So we're K-12, and we're really looking to get into the local high schools.
Gotcha. And I don't know if you guys mentioned this, but you are free of charge. So again, I just want to give you a big mahalo for joining this morning. The work you do in the classroom and the work you're doing here this morning to get out, spread the word. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. The slow down, move over law back in June was expanded recently, protecting everyone on our roads that needs to pull over along the roadside. And here to give us a little bit more details about what drivers need to know, I've got Anjan Venegas, who is here with AAA Hawaii. Good morning and mahalo for being here with us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I want to break down a little bit the slow down, move over law. What's new and now what's different with the expansion?
Yes. So before it would only protect emergency responders, tow truck operators, law enforcement. Now with this expansion, our slow down, move over law protects all motorists, stranded motorists on the side of the road with any type of emergency with their indicators on. So we know that awareness is key when we're trying to prevent tragedies on the road, and that's what we're going to be here later on during that press conference, to raise awareness, to let everybody know that this slow down, move over law now protects everybody on the road. But also, after so much research that AAA has done, we know that some people don't know that this law, slow down, move over law, exists, and others don't know what they're supposed to do when they see a tow truck on the side of the road, when they see any motorist on the side of the road. We're here to tell them they're supposed to slow down, and only when it's safe to do so, move over, change lanes. And this is so that they can be safer, so that we can prevent these tragedies from happening. And these are simple, simple actions.
Absolutely. I mean, such a great reminder for those, or teaching those that are not familiar with the law itself. Especially, it's making sure everyone is protected on our roadways, making them just a little bit safer. And I want you to tell us a little bit more about what AAA Hawaii is doing to promote, as a spokespeople, road safety education.
Yes, so again, we're here. We're going to be here later on talking a little bit more about this law, talking about how Hawaii is now, it has been, right, committed to protecting all road users. But now with this expansion, it just makes us feel better, right? The fact that everybody's protected. If you have a flat tire on the side of the road, you're going to be protected by this law. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to raise awareness. We're going to urge all drivers to please slow down, move over when you see any vehicle on the side of the road. We know that nationwide, 350 drivers die every year while they're on the road or on the side of the road because a driver did not slow down, did not move over. And of course, there are always other factors that play an important role, like speed, distraction. Stay alert. It is so important to keep your eyes on the road, to know what's around you at all times. Put the phone away. So these are just some of the messages that we're, trying to spread around, and we're going to continue that conversation later today during that press conference.
Yeah, I just want to give you a big mahalo for joining us this morning, sharing that information, all that you do. It's a great conversation to have with our viewers this morning. We're about to head out, hit the road, head to work, take their keiki to school, and more. Mahalo for joining us.
Thank you.
Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sam. Yes, there are plenty of reasons that people might need to pull over on our roads, and the slow down, move over law has just expanded who it protects. And here to tell us a little bit more I've got Cindy Iodice, who is with the Flagman Inc. founder, who advocates for road safety and education. Good morning, and mahalo for being here with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, I want you to tell us a little bit about the importance of this law. It's now expanded to protect everybody on our roads that pulls over, and how Flagman kind of gets involved with advocating, especially for this.
Right, so Hawaii just expanded the move over law to include any stranded motorists on the side of the road with their hazard lights on, which is super important, right? So last year we lost 3 motorists on Hawaii's roadways who were stranded on the side of the road, were struck and killed. So the law encompasses anybody who's disabled or working on the side of the road. Important for everybody to slow down, and if it's safe to do so, move a lane away.
I mean, from first responders to tow truck drivers to motorists, it's extremely vulnerable when you're pulled over off on the shoulder, whether it be highways, roads, etc. So it's great to know that people need to be more mindful moving forward. Now, how do you guys at Flagman Inc. Teach that road education, safety, and awareness?
Right, so we started a program for K to 12 education outreach, and we have a program that's like K to 6 or 7, 6 to 12, 6 or 7 to 12. So we talk to the kids differently depending on their age group, but we go into schools, we do whole school assemblies, we do up to 400 kids per assembly, and we do a very interactive, engaging assembly where the kids get to play the role of first responders, they get to play the role of passing motorists, and we teach them what slow down, move over looks like and how they can go home and share this with their families.
Well, it's just great to be teaching those next generation of drivers, whether they're, sitting in the back seat today, but they might be getting in the driver's seat tomorrow. So any advice for drivers that are heading out on the road this morning? A lot of our viewers back home might be heading out to work, dropping their keiki off at school themselves.
Yeah, we have a lot of road work going on in Hawaii, and we also have a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff going on our roads. Our shoulders on H1 are really small, if they exist at all. So really just be mindful when you're traveling, reduce your speed, go the speed limit, be mindful of the cars around you, slow down and move over. If there's somebody on the shoulder, give them space to work or give them space to be safe so they can make it home to their families.
I just want to give a big mahalo to you for joining us here throughout this morning talking about road safety and what you guys do at Flagman Inc. and just being here to give out those really, really great reminders before folks head out on our roads this morning.
Yeah, thank you. So please look at Flagman Safety at YouTube and follow us.
Yeah, absolutely. Mahalo, Cindy. Kate Piper, working for Hawaii, sending it back to you in the studio.